right, welcome everyone to the comic panel. I'm Cody.
I'm Talon.
And I'm Shawenta.
And for those who are listening for the very first time, we are a bi-weekly radio show podcast comic book club covering any and everything regarding comics and manga. We have each co-host pick a book that follows a specific theme and review a book for every episode. Then we wrap up the theme with a retrospective episode covering our opinions and favorite moments from each of the books. This is the first book in our new theme, comics based on video game properties. Today we are reviewing Street Fighter, Sakura Ganburo, a manga written and drawn by Masahiko Nakahira, based on the Street Fighter video game series. The manga's title of Sakura Ganburo can be translated to Sakura Gives It Her Best, and it is centered on 15-year-old Sakura Kasugano, who has joined the world of street fighting while hiding it from her family. Her newfound passion for street fighting is fueled by a mysterious encounter with a strong fighter that Sakura now wants to reach the level of and meet again. Sakura is assisted by Dan Hibiki, an arrogant dojo master who reluctantly trains Sakura because he constantly loses to her. Along the way, Sakura is challenged by her rich and pompous classmate Karen Kanzuki, and narrowly loses to Ken Masters, an American Street Fighter champion. As the title of this manga suggests, Sakura's strongest trait is her exuberance and passion for reaching new heights in street fighting. And, fun fact, this manga was the first introduction of Karen, who would later become part of the Street Fighter video game canon. Shawenta, you chose this book. What for?
It's pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, I just, I really like classic manga, and I saw some people had posted some of the Japanese version, were like looking for it, trying to buy it, and yeah, I was entranced, and this was a great excuse to read it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so after that, let's discuss what we liked and disliked about this manga.
Well, I will say the version we read was scanned in a little poorly.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Yeah, hard to find a little bit.
Apparently, they released an omnibus of like all the Street Fighter manga that Masaki Nakahira drew and wrote.
Mm-hmm.
They recently released an omnibus, and by recently I mean 2018 or something. And the moment I found out about that, I was like, oh, I want that.
Well, yeah, because so you had wanted to read the Street Fighter Zero, and this is technically Street Fighter Zero 2, but Street Fighter Zero is about Ryu, the main character of the Street Fighter series, essentially, and but that, yeah, I also looked around to see if I could find that, and I saw that the omnibus was supposed to be there, but I mean, I looked it up and I was like, okay, well, I'm seeing websites talking about it, but I don't see anywhere that you can buy it or anything. So I'm like, what's happening?
How do I get my hands on this?
Yeah.
Probably Japanese secondhand markets. So obviously, I liked a lot of this one. Sakura Ganburo. It's really cute. It's definitely a little bit more like adolescent focused. Like, of course, she's a high schooler compared to the Ryu one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's very comedic at times. I really like Dan Hibiki. The guy who keeps losing to her.
Yeah.
But won't like admit any of it out loud that she's better than him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same with just street fighting in general. He's like, I don't lose to people.
he loses immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, the different characters remark that he has pretty strong endurance, but
Hmm.
yeah, he does keep losing. So he's able to put up with the fight, but he's definitely not going to win.
Hmm.
Mhm. But then I wear you
I got
down and get so you can get taken out by somebody else, I guess.
he 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 holds his own for a
Mhm.
bit, especially like his Ken Masters.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the moments with him are fun and comedic. You know, like Sakura running into him in the middle of a fight, and
Hmm.
him being like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
will say, since this is I don't remember what year this was released. Like I want to say 90s, but I don't recall.
Mhm.
It does have a very strong 90s vibe. And so like
I
when I
agree.
first opened it up and I was like and it had you know, Sakura, high schooler girl in a manga, I was like, "Oh god. Oh god, is there going to be weird fan service?"
And there wasn't, at least to
I
me.
mean, it's definitely there is definitely fan service. It's never
Oh,
acknowledged in the same level that like some of these manga do.
okay.
Like, I don't know, other characters don't make weird remarks about her that much, like at
Right.
all. I would say it's extremely, extremely tame for a 90s manga, and I appreciate that so much.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's still. I think that sometimes, especially stuff that we read for the show doesn't have like that kind of like you know fan service, and what we're really talking about is like the skirt flying up.
Well, even just
Oh,
I'm thinking of
I
like
forgot about
90s
those.
manga
Yeah.
like male characters like making gross remarks.
Yeah, stuff like
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. um
Even female characters do it sometimes.
yeah. and
Or
Yeah.
like just being grabby or something.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
And so yeah, this definitely wasn't the worst, but it also did kind of catch me by surprise a little bit because we just don't read a lot of stuff with those elements usually. It's like
I was definitely transported back to my childhood,
yeah. um
but I gotta say this is the most tamest thing ever.
hmm
I appreciate it so much.
yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
And
One
it was well drawn.
Mhm.
yeah, it's well drawn. One thing that I liked was the initial encounter with the game store employee, the big lumbering boxer. It's just very imposing for a first battle. He's
It also
drawn
feels like a
well.
Oh
video
yeah.
game, right?
Yeah.
It's like the first quest is get back my brother's video game.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. And yeah, really, I can imagine too. It's all like, what? I have to fight that guy? Like, I just passed the tutorial, excuse me, the tutorial with the Dan Hibiki. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you're right. He's the tutorial. It's like to go back to him a tiny bit. His behavior that we know only because we hear his like inner thoughts mostly is him being like, I'm gonna show off to Sakura. I'm gonna show her a move she could never do because
Oh
I'm
yeah.
better than her. And Sakura immediately masters it.
yeah. And it is
Yeah.
like, there's also the funny part where it's all like, I keep messing up the, what is it? Is it the, uh,
Hey,
sheer,
Hadouken, I think.
is it Hadoken or Shuriken?
I can't remember which
Yeah,
I
one.
think it's the
it's the
Hadoken.
yeah, but she's like, I keep taking a step forward, and and it's like very clear that that's also to her benefit because people don't expect it,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
It's is it a Ryu move?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I think both Ken and Ryu know it.
Yeah, it's probably well known.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It seems like with the way the characters remark about the move.
Yeah, basically Ken and Ryu were like supposed to be trained by the same people, I believe, and so
Yeah,
they have very similar fight
Okay.
moves, but Ryu is canonically better than Ken.
canonically.
Well, you can play both,
Uh,
so you know.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, it's interesting. Like the way that it seems like this is definitely trying to weave in some actual game lore.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So the fact that Sakura kind of dresses similar to Ryu because that is the person she's chasing, even if she doesn't know his name immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, she refers to him as that guy.
Hmm.
So mysterious.
Mhm.
It's like,
And it's
here's the
funny,
main character
Ken,
of this series.
yeah, and Ken's also like that guy, except he knows the name, but for some reason
Yeah.
he's like, I'm just gonna refer to him as that guy.
Yeah, Dan Hibiki like definitely like makes comment of that. It's like, why are you both like that? Stop.
Yeah, in general, I appreciate the lightheartedness of this series, or at least the volume one that we read.
Hmm.
Karen Kanzuki is a very standard, like, rich classmate
Hmm.
who's full of themselves
Hmm.
Yeah.
I thought it
and
was
also obsessed with
hilarious.
defeating Sakura.
Oh yeah, I thought it was hilarious when the caption read something along the lines of like, she started this tournament so that she could enter into the street fighting realm, but then got disqualified immediately.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. You know, at first I really didn't think that she was going to be like, I don't know, a long-standing character when I was like the first chapter that she appeared in. I was like, okay, yeah, this makes sense, but you know, and then I was like, oh, right, this is like basically a trope, you know, like this is uh, you know, a classmate or, you know, just generally somebody that's like at your level but perceives them to be much higher level, and eventually though after you wear them down they become your friend. Yeah.
uh,
Yes,
yeah.
I am trained in these tropes. She's very fun though. She never her being like her breaking in through the window
Yeah.
just to tell her about the tournament and being like this broken window symbolizes something. Da da da. Goes on about it.
That part did make me laugh because it was really like when you know you're a kid and you're all like, this soda can represents you, and like you crush it and it's like, okay, like chill out. Uh,
She's very sincere
yeah.
in her ridiculousness, and it's fun.
Yeah.
The human pyramid is so dumb.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
I thought that was gonna come more into the fight, but yeah, I guess it's just another metaphor
Hmm.
she's made.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But
think
yeah, I mean, like you said, Cody, I didn't think Karen would be that. Like, she would get defeated, obviously, and then she would just sort of become a side character that's there to goad Sakura or something.
hmm
But she, she kind of, she's the main focus. She's the, I don't want to say main antagonist of the volume one, but she's a pretty strong driving force. Like, she creates the tournament,
hmm
the impromptu tournament in the streets,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely
and then
important.
loses
Yeah. I mean, you could just
again.
kind of like sometimes a side character really like I mean, I wouldn't say that she outshines Sakura, but it's like you can tell that suddenly the writer is like, "Oh, I really like this character. I'm going to keep, you know, exploring her."
mm,
Um,
She commands the camera a little bit,
yeah.
just in terms of her personality. Like even her interacting with her personal assistant guy.
Yeah.
He's like, Sakura seems to like long hair and da da, and prefers feminine things, even though she cuts her own hair short. And Karen is like, you didn't need to research her that much for me.
Yeah.
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 um, yeah, silly. One thing that I kind of didn't care for in this was just like I felt like it was a little bit too like at some point I was like, well, is she gonna lose? Like she does lose to Ken, but that's like at the very end, you know? And
Hmm.
I guess
It's very narrowly. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I'm just like she seems a little bit overpowered at times, you know? And especially like, it's like, okay, well she defeats Dan Hibiki and it's like, well, other people aren't defeating Dan Hibiki, like because she beat him, we kind of see him as like, comic relief and stuff, and he is, but it's like he still he held his own for a while against Ken Masters, and
He also
Hmm.
defeated like several other fighters
yeah,
in the
in the tournament,
tournament.
yeah. So it's just like, it's cool in some way that she's so powerful, but also it's like, dang, like, is what's going to be a challenge for her,
Yeah, it definitely
Hmm.
it's hard to be excited about more of it if I don't know what Sakura needs to overcome or
Hmm.
learn, really.
Yeah.
What is
Hmm.
standing
Sure.
in her way from reaching the heights of Arayu?
Hmm.
Um, or even going after meeting him? Like, without Karen doing this tournament, what would have Sakura done
Yeah.
to
Hmm.
achieve her goals? Like, what was she actually gonna do?
Yeah. It's pretty unclear, and yeah, and definitely like, even her first battle with the game shop employee, it's like she kind of just fell into that and was like, huh, well, I guess this is a good spot for my debut as a Street Fighter. And so, like, okay, well, so did you have a planned debut then, or?
Well, there's the interesting part where I guess she argues with Dan Hibiki about she doesn't want money.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want the money from winning, like street fights or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, just keep it. You might need it for other stuff. She's like, no, this isn't about money. This is about, like, she has some sort of philosophy she's trying to argue for,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't totally understand. And
Yeah.
it might be up to the translation a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, generally, it seems like the idea is that she believes in the like almost like a code of honor, But like if she takes money for winning, then it seems like she's in it for the money, Like she's
Hmm.
just beating up people so that she can get wealth, instead of like I want to be the best.
Yeah, she argues a little bit. It's about proving your strength. It's about the experience in some ways. It
Hmm.
Hmm.
implies.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but also that is the thing. Like that was interesting, but
Yeah.
it it was very short lived. Also, it felt
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
she isn't. Even with Karen, I don't know if Karen has an opposing philosophy.
Hmm.
I
Right.
don't know
Yeah.
if any of those characters have an opposing philosophy.
Hmm. I think around the time where she had that kind of epiphany is when I started to get interested in the book. And the idea of like your strength is proven by fighting, right? Like I feel like there's probably many ways to take that.
Hmm.
But I think one of those would be like you prove your mettle, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
actions versus words a little bit.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Like you never know until you try. And I think putting it in that perspective for me made I made like the rest of the fights that she's in. Like I'm invested in the story now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They introduce a little bit of the conflict supposed to be like the fact that she hasn't told her family that
Mm-hmm.
she's street fighting. Like her friend knows, her friend tries to discourage her constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, her brother knows after the first fight, right?
Yeah.
But he's not going to tell
Yeah.
her parents.
Mm-hmm.
And then the final part of the volume when she almost wins against Ken Masters in the big tournament, and her father sees this and finds out she's street fighting through that when
Mm-hmm.
she gets hurt, you know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's resolved pretty quickly because afterwards, of course, when she wakes up again and has the fun after party, socializing, and then her dad's like, "I was worried about you when I first found this out, but your passion won me over.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
your dedication to something means a lot, and I think you can continue doing this if you're that dedicated, that passionate."
Hmm.
But it wasn't really causing problems before that, was it? Like she wasn't coming home hurt, and her parents are like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Nothing." Like
I fell down the stairs.
there's
I
not
ran
much
into
of
a
a
son.
conflict there. There's an implicit conflict, but it's never really expanded upon within the story. And I don't know if it needs that because that might take away from the lightheartedness of it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I don't know, like lying in like a fun, goofy way and sneaking around, you
Mm.
know, like her window being broken, her mom being like, "What's going on in there? You need to be quiet."
Yeah.
She's like, can't tell her that her friend slash classmate broke in through a helicopter. Or jumped off a helicopter and broke in.
Yeah.
You'd think the rest of her family would have seen that and or heard it.
Yeah. And also
I
like
mean, that's part of the comedy, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And also I guess logistically she's because she also part of the comedy is like, oh yeah, and I don't worry, somebody's going to come and fix the window. And but
Oh
it's also
yeah,
like how does that work? Like, like, hey, did you know your window's broken? And we're here to fix it. like,
yeah.
like, okay, like, do I pay?
Mhm.
No, it's already paid for. It's like, all right.
The window you didn't realize that was broken is going to be fixed by us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Hey,
Um,
got a call about a gas leak or something.
yeah.
It's definitely very it feels pretty compact as far as a story.
Hmm.
Like there's always going to be a fight in every section.
Mhm.
It's interesting. Yeah, there's not a ton of time to expand on how her life was before street fighting, or even they don't really go into how she saw Ryu and became interested in street fighting. At
Hmm.
least not in this
Mhm.
volume. And I don't know if it's in part of a different series. Like he's done several.
Yeah.
Mhm. Do you think it was in the first volume?
I feel like maybe it was in Ryu's series.
Mm.
Mm.
Maybe just a little side thing of like somebody seeing it, and by somebody I mean Sakura.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's only 2 volumes of this series though,
Oh, okay.
so it gets
Well,
wrapped up pretty quickly.
Is
It's
it
very
is it
compact.
Sakura will do her best, and then volume two is Sakura did her best?
yeah. I did because on the site that we're reading it on, I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'll look at chapter 9 or whatever because it jumps from like chapter 6.1 to like 9, and I was like, oh yeah, there's definitely like a bunch of like action and stuff happening. I have no idea, like Chun Li
Mhm.
is here, and
Yeah, it's untranslated.
yeah.
Oh.
Um, So I was like, okay,
As far
never.
as the action, unfortunately, if the version we were reading, I actually think they messed up some of the pages on the first Karen fight.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's why that part was so confusing because I was like, wait, she was there and now she's doing this move, and I was like, I think some of the pages were out of order.
That
Oh.
makes some sense. Because, yeah, I do kind of remember being like, I don't know, I didn't necessarily think that it was out of order, but I was like, wow, there's a lot of stuff happening, you know?
Hmm.
It was a little hard to follow, and I'm gonna blame it on the pages being out of order. Because most of the other fights are pretty. I can follow them for the
Yeah.
most part. Like the action. We could talk about the art a little bit.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You know, he wrote this and he drew it, so creative control.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's it's a cute style. Definitely very classic feeling.
hmm.
And the action scenes, other than that one Karen fight, I was able to follow them. It's some fun action.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Specific Street Fighter moves getting shown off, of
Hmm.
course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any other move than the Hadouken?
Oh, yeah. I mean, because, yeah,
I mean, yes, but like they have to show it off.
right. Hadouken, Shoryuken, um, and then, like, I think Ken, when he first gets introduced, is like, he does one that's like, they mention it. It's like a triple move, a combo, essentially.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. I'm trying to, like, it's interesting because I think that the art for me, in some ways, like, I don't know. It's always kind of this way, but I feel like it would stand out to me a little bit more if I was reading it physically. Um, but yeah, because
Oh yeah. I think whoever lightened the pages for the scan kind of took away from it a little bit.
yeah, I could see
They
that.
lighten the pages.
They try to take away the texture of the paper to make just leave the black lines, and
Hmm.
Yeah.
some of it was done a little shoddily. Sorry to them. But I okay. So you were talking about you skipped ahead because there's one untranslated chapter. It
Hmm.
was chapter 9, and the style. Oh, I forgot. There is an unreleased like final chapter of this of Sakura's series where she's like graduating from high school,
Oh, is it?
and I read that one. Yeah, I'd already seen it before. I didn't
Hmm.
link it. Sorry.
That's okay.
Hmm.
Um, it's extremely short. It's literally like Sakura goes up to give her graduation speech, and Karen traps
Hmm.
her in a cage match,
Nice.
as expected.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And then they have to fight while she's trying to give her speech.
Wow.
But the style of it was like, it was really weird. It was almost like softer, and I'm pretty sure it's the same artist. I think it was just an unreleased final chapter he never got to include.
Hmm.
Um, and it made me appreciate a little bit more of the angularness in the initial volume 1 style. I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, I don't like how it's almost, some of them are almost chibified a little. They're just more compact. I don't know how to describe it because I'm not looking at it
You
exactly
say
right now.
chibified?
Yeah, chibis.
I don't think I know what
Chibi.
that is.
Like,
Oh my god, Taylor.
I think we've gone over this even before. Like the little
It does
cute,
sound familiar.
it's a cutesy
It's when
version of a character, drawn in like a.
yeah,
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 the
yeah, yeah.
Japanese style that's like the big
Yeah.
eyes. They remove the nose because they're just a little tiny chibi now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, some people's styles it becomes like that when they draw a character a ton, or like they're trying to do it quicker, and so everything becomes more simplified, and sometimes that means the eyes get bigger for more appeal.
Mm,
I'm probably exaggerating a tiny bit, but I liked the style of the volume 1 reminded me a lot of some of the initial chapters of Pokemon,
Yeah.
which I also really like the style of.
No, I was actually thinking that, and then I was like, I don't know. Am I just thinking of Pokemon because it's like, you know,
The
like,
mm,
manga.
yeah, exactly. It's just like, I mean, it's from that era, the 90s and stuff. I'm
mhm.
like, is it just, it was the style at the time, like,
It
uh,
is a little bit of the style at the time,
yeah, but yeah, it,
and
it
I
did,
love it.
it did also remind me of that a little bit. Like, Sakura does have some Ash Ketchum
Yeah,
to
yes.
Oh my god. I
Yes.
didn't even think about that part.
yeah, just kind of like that, like, you know, inexperience, but just like boldly going, where she wants to go without any forethought of like the consequences.
Mm,
When yeah, yeah, even the way like Karen does her initial trying to intimidate her, I guess, by like giving her a bunch of food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I forgot about that, and the fact that Sakura's like, "Wow, her monologue was kind of cool," and her friend's like,
mm,
"Stop it,
yeah. It's like
she's
don't.
trying to threaten you."
Yeah, she was like, "Don't eat that." And she was like, "Why? It's a bunch of good food." It's like,
mhm.
uh,
We could talk about the theme now.
so our theme being comics and manga based on video game properties, what was our experience or knowledge about Street Fighter prior to reading this?
I love
Uh,
this question because I, so I think I, I don't know if it was like one of the newer, I think it was one of the newer Street Fighters, but when I played it, it like dropped me into this like, grid arena. Like the assets, like they didn't have any assets for it. It was just like a grid.
okay, yeah.
What?
And I was like, oh, so this is what Street Fighter is. I'm not impressed. And
I know of Street Fighter as like the sideways. I don't remember what to call it at the moment.
oh, it
The
was
Yeah,
like
scene is
2D.
2D.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
a
yeah.
and
2D scroller fighter game, I think.
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah. And that was
Yeah,
basically what this was. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah. I mean, essentially, like historically, there had been uh, scrolling level beat 'em up games, and then somebody had the idea to like make it basically two-player, and you can only go so far within the level. There's boundaries, and you beat
Hmm.
each other up instead. And which sounds so obvious, but was a novel concept also at the time. This Street Fighter was the very first arcade game to be a fighting game like that.
Hmm.
Um, and then,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I played Street Fighter in an arcade somewhere at some point as a child. Didn't
wow,
leave a crazy impression on me because I've also played like knockoff versions of it.
right, yeah,
But I also experienced the more recent Street Fighter, the 3D one where you like create your own character and do street fights. It's very silly, and of
Oh.
course people make like very ugly characters, goofy looking ones on purpose.
interesting. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm
I
not
really
aware.
wanted to meet Chun Li, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's one of the only characters I really knew
Hmm.
coming into this, so I didn't know that much about Street Fighter.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
I would.
I think
Oh,
um Ken was also in Smash Bros. So that's how I'm aware of Ken.
yes, of course he was.
like I know that Ryu ended up in there, but did they also put Ken?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, yeah, he's
Okay.
popular enough.
Yeah, that makes
Yep.
sense, I guess. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I feel like I know more about Street Fighter's like historical relevance more than its lore and
Hmm.
story. Um, but yeah, I mean, I feel like I could probably recognize a few characters. It's like you've got Ryu and Ken, and I think Dan Hibiki's most likely in those games. I feel like, uh,
Yes, he
and
is.
then the lady that
Oh,
Sakura,
Maki.
huh,
Her name's Maki.
Maki, yeah. Um, and then there's Chun Li, and then there's Habanari, I think is his name. He's like a sumo wrestler guy, and he has like a move that's
Oh, yeah.
like 1,000 hands or something, and it's just like an easy move that you can spam a bunch, like Chun Li's kick, and so it's like
Mm.
it's kind of hard to get past it if you're a new player, and um, yeah. Uh, and then like there's other like I think that there's a lady that's like really tall with a green beret or something. Um,
Oh, there's
Oh,
Cammy.
Cammy.
I was looking at her manga too. Like, oh yeah, yeah, I really want to watch the Street Fighter like early 2000s, 90s movies. Some of
Yeah.
them are really pretty as far as how they're animated.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've
And
seen.
Cammy puts her thighs around a dude and snaps his neck
Yeah.
oh,
because she's an
oh my
assassin.
gosh.
Right. Right. Yeah.
It's so brutal. I love it.
Oh yeah. 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 And then there's a boxer guy, and I don't remember what his name is, but then the villain's name is M. Bison because initially they were going to name the boxer character Mike Tyson, but then they couldn't get the rights
Nice.
to his name, but then they
Oh my
made the
god.
villain's name M. Bison instead.
That's kind of
That's
awesome.
Yeah.
awesome.
It is funny how much you know about this. I just know Chun Li and Cammy.
Uh,
I get it confused with some of the other fighting games, to be
Yeah.
fair.
No, I was like
Yeah.
thinking of some Mortal Kombat characters because like
Yeah.
obviously there's Mortal Kombat characters where you're like, yeah, that's Mortal Kombat, but then you like get to the actor guy, I can't remember his
Oh
name now.
yeah. Oh my
But
gosh. Yes. Same. Johnny
yeah,
Cat
Johnny Cage.
Cash? Not Cash.
No,
Cage.
Johnny
Yep.
Cage?
Cage. Yeah,
Cage. Yep.
Johnny Cage, and you're like, I don't know, he could be a Street Fighter probably.
yeah.
That and Guilty Gear. I'm getting confused now.
Mm.
Odd. What? Guilty Gear is
I
another
mean, so
fighting
many
game?
things, so many games are like inspired by Street Fighter.
Well, yeah,
Mm,
because I mean, Street Fighter is the original, so it's like,
yeah.
and then almost
Right.
immediately it's like Mortal Kombat comes out, and it's like, oh, this is the like bloodier version of Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're still around.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Crazy.
I got
Yeah.
introduced to Tekken a few years ago, and it was
Oh my
Hmm.
like,
god.
this is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and of course, like not really a Street Fighter game per se, but includes the characters. Really loved playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Um,
Oh, is that the one for the Switch only, or
no,
is it
no, no,
something like
no.
that?
That one was on multiple platforms, but I played it on the Xbox
Okay.
360.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, that was just fun. Uh, had a different, because yeah, and the Marvel vs. Capcom games were born out of, you know, first it was like, of course, Street Fighter, and then they did an X-Men fighting game, I think, and then they did like X-Men versus Street Fighter or something, and then they did
Mm,
Marvel vs. Capcom.
nice.
Yeah, I don't think Street Fighter is going away anytime soon.
No.
No, especially if it's
Okay,
in so many
so
other things.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I
that
think.
just the fact that we haven't really played it, but we know this much about it.
Mm,
There's a lot of what's it called? I guess cultural impact.
Yeah. There's a new
yeah.
movie coming out this year
What?
in October. A live
How'd you find out
action.
about that?
Oh, just from the internet. But then I was like, wait a second, isn't there a movie coming out? And then I looked it up to make sure I was right. But yeah, um, it'll be out in October of this year.
Meh, live action.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, but the reason I we asked that question, like, what was your level of experience with this property? Is like, do we feel like that influenced how we felt about the manga?
Yeah, I could say not at all.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I didn't know that much about Sakura,
Mm-hmm.
and I do think the reading the manga, I feel like I know more about what Street Fighter entails. Like, I think it was a pretty good introduction. Like, Sakura's
Yeah.
pretty simplistic in some ways in this. Um, what she wants is simple, and what she likes about street fighting is simple. It's straightforward.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nobody has any crazy complex motivations. It's just street fighting after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel like for me, my knowledge didn't really influence a lot because it was, you know, there's only so many characters from like the original series, I guess, that show up, and they're just like, you know, they're not really important. It's about Sakura, you know. That's
Hmm.
who, we're supposed to care about and what she's doing. Um, and she doesn't really have her only relationship to these people that are from the games initially is like, oh, I'm gonna fight you, like
Yeah.
we don't get like
Yeah, the manga like acknowledges the game too.
yeah, that was that was
Oh,
funny.
how so?
I
Uh,
think it's the game that her brother is playing,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
mm-hmm,
and
That's funny.
Ryu also joins him at the in the final dinner scene or whatever.
Hmm.
And he goes, "Ah, yeah, I supervised the making of this game." Or not Ryu, Scott, Ken.
Ken,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
mm-hmm, yeah,
So
Oh.
I guess they're famous in their own way. Like it's very much one of those like, yeah, these characters do actual street fighting, and the game that you're playing is just based on that.
right, yeah.
Hmm.
That's how like yeah, Marvel Comics was doing it for a while, like in the 60s and
Oh, yeah, yeah.
70s was like, you know, yeah, the comics exist in the comic universe, but they're like documentary comics.
Documentary. Does
That's
that mean
funny.
that all of them are like celebrities in some ways?
Yeah.
I guess they are heroes.
Hmm.
Mm, kind of. I mean, I guess if you celebrities among people who read comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, celebrity enough that you get a comic written about you.
Hmm. Yeah.
Or maybe those
Okay.
comic artists decided these are the people we're gonna make comics on.
All
Yo,
right. So,
anyway.
going back to the this manga, do we feel like we know more about the video game now from reading the manga?
I think it was a good introduction into the lore of it, at least,
Hmm.
and it did get me. I kind of wish there was more street fighting explanations. Not that I should ask for more walls of text,
Yeah.
but like you said, Sakura wins a little too easily,
Hmm.
and Dan explained to her like her problem, like with her stances, or like, you know, just trying to. I think at points he says she's trying to. I can't remember endure too much. Like she takes the hit when she should be doing something else.
Mm.
I don't know. That was fun, but it was so brief.
Yeah,
And it did get me interested in some of the moves
right. Yeah,
in the game.
with how like technical some shonen manga can be, it's like, yeah, there's kind of like this expectation of almost like explaining the complicated combos, because I guess that's like one thing that I could have mentioned about my knowledge of the video game. But I think I just didn't say it because it seems so obvious. Is that it's like, yeah, part of it is like you have three basic moves. You have your uh like your mid-range attack, your close range attack, and like a far-reaching attack or something. But then you can press combinations of buttons to do bigger and fancier moves, so that you really have in more modern games a very long list of abilities.
Oh my god, so many
Yeah.
combos.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so it could have been cool and nice to like basically translate that into a story where it's all like, you
Ooh,
know
yeah.
like, hey, you don't have to just punch and kick, you can do like this cool stuff, but you have to combine things a little bit. Like, this is the building blocks,
Hmm.
and like really lay it out a little bit more, like how those things work. But that is traded out for its very fast pace, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, this is definitely very much about the characters, and like you said, I kind of think Sakura's gonna win most of the time,
Hmm. Yeah.
regardless of her weaknesses. I think it was a good introduction to the characters, though. I've said that already,
Hmm.
Yeah.
but
I
I really
definitely
like Karen. I can see why she was added to the canon.
Yeah. Yeah. Does
fair.
Sakura get added to a game, I assume?
I think she was already in the games before this. Probably why they made this.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Like a she's. I don't know if she came off as just like a fan of Ryu at first, like just a knockoff Ryu, but girl.
Yeah. Um,
Do you feel like you know more about the video game now, Talon?
I would not. I would not say that I know more about the video game. Although, I mean, I guess the thing that surprised me, that I feel like is obvious, is that it's literally like you go down the street and you're in the middle of a fight. Like you're you're literally street fighting. I feel
No,
like
I get it. Me too, Talon. I'm like, Street Fighter. What could it be about? Fighting?
yeah.
I think.
yeah.
So I guess in that, I if that is actually what Street Fighter is, then yeah.
Mhm.
But also, I would say that it more gave me the appreciation of these characters. So particularly when I go to play Smash Bros again, I could be like, oh, I know you. Yeah, like
You got your ribs broken.
yeah,
I can't believe he got his ribs broken.
Yeah. Um, yeah, also to answer my own question, Sakura did first appear in Street Fighter Alpha 2 in 1996.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, before Karen, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, okay. So yeah, she starred in this series and then also starred in a comic book miniseries, Street Fighter Legends, Sakura.
There's a lot of Street Fighter.
Yeah, there is so much actually.
Mhm.
Much. Yeah, but I guess yeah. One other thing I guess gonna say about Karen too before we kind of start our wrap up is that did you guys read like the chapter like 6.1, the mini chapter with her?
6.5,
Yeah.
yeah.
6.5, whatever. Yeah. Um,
Mhm.
and that was like kind of
It's
funny and
very silly.
interesting, like it also
Oh my god, I forgot how badly those animals were drawn though.
oh yeah. Um, One thing though was like, wow, this whole like going through the gate and being like tested by your rich father does remind me a little bit of Killua from Hunter x Hunter. Like,
Oh yeah.
It's a trope.
yeah,
I I definitely thought her father looked like the main, or I guess like the initial bad guy in the Tekken series.
mm,
So
yeah,
I was getting that vibe.
hmm
I'm not familiar, but he is scruffy old guy. It
yeah,
is funny that it's like that's her dad.
Yeah.
right, yeah,
And also, yes, I do enjoy it's a very silly little side story. She just like wins, of course. Karen just it's like
yeah,
the lion recognizes me as the master of all animals, and that's why I can pet it.
Mhm.
But I love when her dad gets the phone call. It's like, what do you mean 80% of our stock has been
Yeah.
transferred to Karen?
yeah,
She's won on all fronts.
right, yeah.
Mhm.
She's become the leader of the family, even for being tested.
How did she do that while petting a lion?
She's just that good.
Yeah.
It's very silly.
hmm Okay. Um, it's almost time to end our episode, but before that, does this manga make you want to play the property that it's based on?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I'm a rube. Easily influenced.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way a little bit, where I'm just like, I mean, yeah, it reminds me that that game is fun, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah,
It,
fighting games are fun. Playing the
Yeah.
combos,
hmm
Yep.
winning.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I do want to read more of the different series that this guy's written.
hmm
But I
Gotcha.
Yeah.
feel like that's only going to make me want to play it more because I'll know more of the characters.
Hmm.
I don't think it makes me want to play the latest game, though. I will say the latest game, because the latest game is, of course, your character that you've created
right.
plays through
Oh.
Street Fighter, and they might get to meet Chun Li.
hmm
I was like, just show me Chun Li now. Why do I have to fight through these like other minor new characters
hmm
to the Street Fighter franchise? Because like any franchise, they just keep adding new characters.
Oh
hmm
yeah. You imagine someone they're putting up like a competition. Whoever created the most interesting or unique character, that's the next character that's added to the series.
They've surely done that before. It's been around for so long.
hmm
Yeah.
But yeah,
I,
there's so many characters that are just like knockoffs of other characters. Like I'm sure there's a Chun Li knockoff within Street Fighter.
Yeah, I mean that
oh
would
yeah.
make sense. I mean, in some way, because I think that it was like, I, this is testing the bounds of my historical knowledge, but I think that Street Fighter One, it was just like Ryu versus other colored Ryu, and then it was like, oh, we should probably add more characters, So like they came out with Street Fighter Two like the very next year, and that one was
Mm,
the one that like really took off actually.
Mm.
okay. I'm getting the vaguest recollection that I think I think it was I want to say the Sega Genesis. I don't know. My dad had like an old game console, and I think it was Sega,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was Street Fighter. But
Okay. Yeah, that
that
tracks.
makes me want to play that game. Yeah,
Yeah.
but not the
No.
game that I had played recently, whatever that was.
No.
I don't know what you played, Talon. It's
I don't know either.
it sounds like an empty playtest demo.
Right? Yeah, maybe it
Yeah.
was.
I mean, yeah, I could see like a mode where you're just supposed to like test moves or something, but like,
Oh yeah, yeah, they do have
That could be
those.
it. Yeah.
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 Taylor, did you get stuck in the tutorial?
That could I've done that before with Injustice.
Me too.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, that's all the time that we have. This has been our review of Street Fighter Sakura Ganbaru. And that was by
Masahiko Nakahira.
Masahiko Nakahira. Thank you, Shweta. If you liked this episode, be sure to follow us on Twitter at The Comic Panel 1 and listen to more of us wherever you listen to podcasts. Our title is The Comic Panel Podcast. You can also listen to us on KSUARadio.com or 91.5 FM in Fairbanks, Alaska. Be sure to tune in 2 weeks from now for the next review based on the theme of comics based on video games. I'm Cody.
I'm Taylon.
And I'm Shawinta.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.